And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On first down, Murray. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. There to make the stop was John Jenkins.
If you draft a guy in the 6th round and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point, would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name.
Now a second down run for Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Play clock winding down.
All right, here we go.
Now Carr going to give to Olawale. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knock people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll run. Murray trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run for it. This is Murray. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ben Heaney in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough 3rd down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
He dumps it down to Ingram. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
First down, Breeze. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And there's a nice completion to Kobe Flainer, and no one can be happier than Drew Brees.
They had Jimmy Graham for all those years, Ben Watson last year, and now coming south from Indianapolis, Flainer. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Breeze now on first down. He's got his man. It's Brandon Coleman. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And the tight end has it. It's Flainer. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And it'll be 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Brees going to go on 4th down. It's complete to Flainer. It'll be a gain of 6, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And, Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
Brees now. Colby Flainer, the tight end, his intended target. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Brees is going to throw. And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And that ball did not travel 10 yards. It's a penalty. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Carr turns, hands to Murray, and he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. So a fantastic effort by Murray, a kid born in Orlando, went to high school and now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. A run, it's Murray. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll let Olawale have a crack at it. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, big man with ball.
And the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray taking it in. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Another pistol look here. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And there's a flag on the field. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Throw on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. One receiver to the left is Cooper. On third and long, it's Carr. Finding time. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
And Janikowski bangs it through, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's brought down after a good game. It's a pickup of 21. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Breeze. Left side and caught by Flainer. That one goes for 34 yards. And it'll be first down, Saints. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play. Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Breeze will try again on second down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. And quickly, they get to the line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Dumps it off for Spiller. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off. And look out. I think he's going to go. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee, and that's it?